Welcome to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadia. We've got a Chasing News alert for you tonight. Major developments in the case of the Penn State hazing death. 19-year-old Timothy Piazza from Lebanon, New Jersey, a sophomore, an engineering student at Penn State, died at a fraternity party after excessive drinking, falling down the stairs. Fraternity brothers charged in his death for not calling 911 or getting any help for 12 hours. Now, a judge today dropped the charges, at least the most serious charges in this case. 14 of the fraternity brothers still facing lesser charges, but the most serious charges, including manslaughter, dropped by a judge. Now, the DA in this case weighed in.
We do plan to refile charges, and we're going to carefully consider which ones. Certainly the manslaughter is being refiled. That was just a no-brainer. One
of the defense attorneys also weighed in, very relieved and happy about the judge's decision.
Well, I mean, the evidence didn't support the charges. It's as simple as that. It didn't meet the legal definition of extreme recklessness, gross disregard for, the safety of others. So, I mean, the decision was correct, no question about it.
So many people shocked over this, certainly the family of the victim, I'm sure even the families and some of the defendants themselves. Shocking development in this case. I want to bring in former prosecutor and attorney Bob Bianchi. Bob, what do you think? I mean, first of all, let's address the issue of the DA refiling the charges. Is that unprecedented, do you think? I mean, you're a prosecutor. You were. Would you have done that?
No, I wouldn't do it. Refiling charges doesn't do anything to change the legal conclusion that the judge came up with. It is now the law of the case, as they say. This is political pandering. These charges should never have been charged in the first place. They were way, way out of control. It's a tragedy the young man died. But not everything needs to have you don't have to fly with a slow bill, and that's what was done here. The state would never have been able to prove these charges. There are too many issues, and in my mind, it was done to appease public opinion as opposed to legal reasons.
I have to ask you, the DA, if it's just political, was it just a bad case to begin with?
Yes, it was a bad case to begin with, and we're seeing this happening over and over again with elected district attorneys and prosecutors who are pandering more to the public opinion than they are the rule of law.
So what do you say to the parents of the young man who's dead?
Look, we're sorry about that. He engaged in an activity as well, unfortunately, like many kids do, and in this instance, it had dire consequences. So should they be guilty of the hazing violation laws? Yeah, absolutely. But just because there was a tragic death, we can't continue to prosecute people as if they're murderers all the time. We're getting out of control with this. The prosecutor needs to be reasonable and charge crimes that are consistent with what the actions were that provide both deterrence. Well, you're going to put all these 8 kids in jail for 20 years? Come on.
Thank you, Bob. We've got a